On the 29th of November this year, one extraordinary man passed away. Charles Munger was 99 years old. You might have never heard of him or know of him as just a friend of Warren Buffett. Yes, Munger and Buffett's partnership is legendary in finance and investing. But Mr. Munger wasn't just about that. And let me tell you why he's so much more than just a friend. Charles Munger and Warren Buffett met when Munger was 35 years old. But they could have met even earlier because Munger used to work for Buffett's grandfather in his store as a teenager. What a coincidence, right? Yeah, they first met in 1959 at a dinner party in Omaha. At the time, Munger was practicing law, and Buffett was running his investment partnerships. Munger was introduced to Buffett by a mutual friend, and they two immediately hit it off. Due to their shared intellectual curiosity, investment philosophy, and sense of humor, their friendship quickly developed into a business partnership. In 1962, Buffett merged his partnership with Munger's law firm, creating the foundation for what would later become Berkshire Hathaway. This is the number 9 largest component of the S&P 500 index, and it was the top-ranked company in the Forbes Global 2000 last year. So as you know, it fell to number 338 this year because of unrealized losses in its investment portfolio. But this video isn't just about one company, right? Anyhow, Munger was a vice president of this firm. And when he passed away, Buffett said that Berkshire Hathaway couldn't have been built to its present status without Charles' inspiration, wisdom, and participation. Munger's net worth was most recently estimated at $2.3 billion, according to Forbes. But Munger had a long life, and his life wasn't all around investing, because this career started really when he befriended Warren Buffett. Before that, he studied mathematics, but he dropped out of school to join the army. Remember, it was 1943, the year of World War II. Right after that, he took several advanced courses through several universities because of their special program to support those who came back after the war. Yet, he never actually received any undergraduate degree. If you've seen my videos, you're probably not surprised by this fact, right? Interesting fact, Munger was successfully practicing law before he became an investor, and he actually studied at the Harvard Law School, which is highly prestigious. But it wasn't as simple, because at first he was rejected. I mean, he didn't have the most important thing, a degree to enroll at Harvard. But because his father used to go to the school, a former dean of Harvard Law School and a family friend called to the university, he was accepted. And you know what? I don't think that anyone ever regretted it, because at the end of the day, he excelled in law school, graduating magna cum laude, which means he was 5 to 15% top of his class. Munger had a lot of hobbies, but one of them impressed me the most: architecture. Though Munger had no formal architectural training, he contributed heavily to numerous buildings designs, most of them at universities. And of course, he designed his own home. But he wasn't just spending his money on design or construction, he actually had a specific vision. He even donated to universities on the precondition that the universities follow his architectural blueprints exactly. And believe me, not everyone agreed with his way of liking. Take a look at the $13 million Munger Science Center at the high school campus, a 2-story classroom and laboratory building which has been described as science teacher's dream. This is $65 million residence building and the University of California. This is the largest gift in the history of the school. This building was designed by Munger to bring together physicists so they could exchange their ideas. Munger funded the University of Michigan with the greatest gift, $110 million for a new state-of-the-art residence. He designed the residence, which houses 600 single bedrooms, most of which are windowless. I'm not kidding. It was kind of his thing. He didn't see much importance in natural light. I mean, many people argue that windows are extremely important, and the amount of natural light has a positive effect on all of us. Yet, those studies never pursued Munger. But as I said, not everyone agreed with him. 7 years ago, Munger announced his gift of $200 million to UC Santa Barbara, so the university would build Munger Hall, an undergraduate dormitory of Munger's own unconventional design preferences. Same as before, mostly windowless rooms and common areas. But the design review committee couldn't just go with it, because they cared for windows. So earlier this year, the university abandoned this project, and Munger also withdrew his pledge of support. Do you know what is the Giving Pledge? is a charitable campaign founded by Bill Gates and Warren Buffett to encourage wealthy people to contribute a majority of their wealth to philanthropic causes. At the moment, there are 240 signatories, including Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg. But Mana didn't sign it, because this pledge is about giving half of one's worth to philanthropic causes, and Mana had already given away much more than just a half to his children. He claimed it wouldn't be fair, and it would have been seen as coming back from the dead. But I honestly think that it's not something to worry about, because throughout his life, Mana had donated a lot of money to various universities. Take a look at this chart of all known donations of his. He donated money or shares of Berkshire Hathaway that were worth millions of dollars. So this man had always contributed to education and support of universities, so younger generations would benefit from it. Mana was recognized for his sharp mind, insightful investing philosophy, and his emphasis on a multidisciplinary approach to decision-making. Over the years, Mana's and Buffett's professional collaboration and personal friendship deepened, leading to one of the most successful and enduring partnerships in the world of business and investing. Mana's influence on Buffett's thinking and Berkshire Hathaway's success has been significant. The two share a similar approach to investing, emphasizing the importance of understanding businesses, having a long-term perspective, and applying rational decision-making principles. While both investors seek quality businesses, Mana has been known to emphasize paying a fair price for an excellent business, even if it means a high valuation. Buffett, on the other hand, is famously patient and may wait for an attractive price to acquire shares in a high-quality company. They were friends for 45 years. Mana's number one tip for living a long and happy life: avoid crazy at all costs. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and share it to support my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.